very kind sir. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm good in the insanity and sanity that's taking place. What an interesting time, Chris, in all of our transitioning. We're transitioning in our lives with ourselves, our loved ones, our family, our friends, strangers, in our work, with our physicalness, our emotions, our mental, our minds, our spirit, intuition. We're transiting in the day, the weather, the moon, the flowers, the blooming. It's all a dance. Wow, what a dance it is. How is your dance?
Oh, broken, falling apart, but I'm hanging in there.
As they say, this is when we have faith and trust more and more. And the it's not the climax, it's the launching. Well, today is June 9th, 2025. So we take the 6th and 9, 15, 2025, 9. So we're talking about a 24/6, a 24/6 universal day. So already we've been challenged in our voice, in our truth, in with our hearts, with even people around us. There's all kinds of stuff going on. The geopolitical scene is insane. Just pick pick a continent, pick a country, pick a culture, pick a language, pick whatever, right? And then we have all of this going on. So it is definitely a time as we're moving into our celestial expansion of our horizon, which is the strawberry. And how wonderful that sounds. My God, have you had a strawberry lately?
Yes, I have.
Yes, I have also. We're going into the strawberry full moon on the 11th. On the 11th, we're all going to be eating strawberries, expanding our horizons, as well as becoming the pioneers and the explorers of new possibilities. And at the same time, we're talking about faith and trust. We're talking about the truth. We're talking about the fact that we're being guided in 2025, in June, this 6 vibration of that with the arm of source, of all that there is, of God over that 0, the form of the 6, that mouth, that stomach, that romancing of ourselves and the people around us coming from love. Or, hey, let's have some hate, Chris. Let's war. Let's challenge the establishment. Let's burn cars and buildings and all of that to prove what? To prove what?
Right.
So we are launching on the 11th. Interesting that it's an 11, Chris. The 11, a master vibration. A master vibration in numerology, the first key of mastery is the 11. Light, L-I-G-H-T, comes out to a 2911 if you take the numbers corresponding to the letters of L-I-G-H-T, 3, 9, 7, 8, 2, 29. 2 and 9 is 11. Here we are entering a time of life. Yes, LA is crazy. I live there. I know it. I know the streets. I look at the videos and I see places that I've walked in, places that I've engaged in shopping and everything else. And it's We're going to get to that in a moment. But we're talking about the 11. We're talking about this launching of light. The opposite of light, Chris, is darkness.
That is correct.
So we are either launching in the light or the darkness. Your choice. Our choice. It's our choice right now. What is it that we wish to do as we're launching with this energy of the full moon strawberry feels forever in this time of new possibilities, but yet it's Sagittarius. There's rules, there's regulation. My God, rules and regulations. Someone just said about Los Angeles, rules and regulations. No one is abiding to rules and regulations. Let's shut down the 101. Let's shut down the 101 in protest. Have you ever been to Los Angeles?
No, I have not.
The 101 is the artery. It's like one of the main arteries of LA, of Los Angeles. You start shutting down arteries. It's like shutting down arteries to your heart or shutting down arteries to your brain. You're going to create problems because LA has a lot of people and it's all highways. It's not a place where you can get around quickly. You start shutting down the arteries, you start shutting down the people, you start shutting down also what? Supplies, food, all kinds of wild and wonderful things for people to nurture themselves, to eat. So it is a situation that needs to be dealt with immediately one way or another, but yet we have the president saying one thing and we have the mayor and the governor saying that the president, because of his actions, because of the number of people who got shot, they got shot. Oh, a government official can get shot these days, Chris. No problem. It's peaceful. It's peaceful. No problem. Hey, I got shot. It's like a Monty Python movie. Did you ever see the Monty Python movie? The Holy Grail? There's a scene in it where there's the knight and there's a character there who has a sword and he keeps on chopping up this knight. And the knight has no arm and now he has no arms. And he goes, I'm going to get you. And then all of a sudden, he cuts off his legs. I'm going to get you. He starts just cutting off all these things. It seems like that's what's going on now.
It's pure ignorance is what it is.
It's total ignorance. And it's too bad that we don't have politicians that understand and know how to do what? The 11 is known as the peacemaker. We're going into a full moon launching on the 11th of June. The 6 is the heart. It's love. The opposite of love is hate. The opposite of light is darkness. Our choice is a politician just going to stand up and say, look, let's deal with this like human beings. Like human beings. We're not robots yet. Robots don't have the sentience as we know. But we are human beings. Let's deal with this human beings. Okay, how can we do this? All right, there's all of these people who are illegal. All right, fine. Let's set up tables. Let's bring these people in. They're here. For whatever reason, the administration in the past has brought these people in. God bless. They're here. Let's do something with them. Let's set up tables. Let's do, because people are going to me, oh, but Julian, the migrants can be here. They're here. Our parents. But I'm going, yeah, our parents came in, but they didn't just come in and all of a sudden go and get that apartment. Or, I mean, they had rules and regulations. Is that correct, Chris?
Yes, they do. Nobody's following them. It's
And
chaos.
the thing is, when my parents came on the boat, your parents or grandparents or whomever came on the boat, there were rules and regulations. There's no rules and regulations. When there's no rules and regulations, we have something called chaos. When we don't have rules and regulations, we have all kinds of characters that can be deemed terrorists. They could be the people, they could be the police force, they could be the military, they could be whomever. But the thing is, you don't play around with the military. You start playing around with the military, then there's going to be even more craziness going on. Is that correct, Chris?
Oh, absolutely. And it's spiraling out of control so much. They're really going to pay for what's going on, unfortunately. They're going to see that in the next coming days.
Well, that's just it. I feel, again, it's going to get possibly worse than better because who's going to pay? LA is now in a mess. I'm here in New York, and there was almost a riot at the Trump Tower, almost on Fifth Avenue. There's some people who went in there, and all of a sudden they just sat down. The cops came, they took them out. But what's going to happen next?
The uncertainty of everything is so far beyond belief. Is that how people will destroy their own city and their own neighborhood? For what?
Exactly. See, all right. Again, both sides need to come to some sort of agreement. Someone needs to come in between and say, you know what? There's rules and regulations. Let's put ICE aside now. Let's set up, again, some sort of a means where people who are illegal can be legal. You just have to sign up. You just have to give us your name. You just have to give us whatever information, as they did in the 1950s, as well as even before that, when people were coming from all over Europe, coming here to the United States. Let's do the same thing. What do you feel about that, Chris? What do you feel about that, audience?
I think it's too simple. I don't think they're capable of doing that. And why do you want to be in our country and wave a foreign flag in front of the embassy? That doesn't make any sense.
Yes. Unless you yourself feel that by doing that, you're either taking over this state or this country, or you want to be a part of it. If you want to be a part of it, let's do it peacefully. Let's both sides do it peacefully. Let's sign up. I feel that all the people who are illegal, fine. Let's sign up, my friends. Let's have an amnesty. Let's sign up. Except for one thing, Chris. Some of the people who are here illegal are also criminals.
Yes, they are.
That.
But the politicians don't want to address that and face it because they don't want to look like the bad guy.
So you don't. Yeah, exactly. The Democrats say everything is peaceful. They're burning buildings. They're shooting people. It's peaceful.
Right?
It's peaceful. Yes, Amy, it's peaceful. So it's peaceful. It's peaceful. Yes. Are we changing the? Are we changing the meaning of peaceful?
Well, just like Bill Clinton, I had no sexual relations.
Yes. At that moment, there could have been a lie detector in front of him by the demand of not only the government, by the people. If someone said, all right, take that lie detector. If you pass it, we agree. If not, then we'll take it further.
Right.
But what's interesting, when that was being said, we were the lie detector.
Yep, sure was.
Because being the politician, the lawyer, and everything else that Bill Clinton stands for, being also August 19th. A 19. The 19 in numerology is misuse and abuse of power in this life and in other lives. Which means that there's a challenge here with power. Bill Clinton and his power. Was he misusing, abusing it, or was he doing something good with it? So far, I think it's the former, not the latter.
Right.
Yeah. Audience, what do you feel? How are we going to bring this to a solution? Or do you want this to spread to your town, to your city? And why do I say spread? Well, know this, that already the politicians, the Democrats, are saying one thing. The Republicans are saying another thing. The independents are saying another thing. So everyone is getting involved with this. So careful of being an ostrich and putting your head in the sand. Also, do everything you can to be safe. Do everything you can to be safe. I know you might want to go and protest, but before you go out and protest, find out deep within yourself, what are you protesting? Whom are you protesting to? Who are you saving? Go deeper down the rabbit hole. Who is supporting this? Who supported the peaceful demonstrations taking place in LA, in Florida, in Chicago, in New York, in all of these different places a number of years ago? Peaceful demonstrations where they were looting the department stores. They still go on and do it. That's why some department stores like CVS and stuff, they've shut down because people are just going in and taking stuff and leaving.
It's the American way, isn't it?
Freedom. Someone mentioned Kent State. Yes, Kent State. It brings about, what's that song? Ohio. Yes? Is that it? Ohio, Crosby, Stills, Nash, and Young. For, what is it? Someone help me out here, audience. something where 4 dead in Ohio. It just took 4 students to get shot and killed, and the whole nation went nuts. The whole nation went nuts. I was a child of the 60s. 4 dead in Ohio. Thank you. Yes, 4 dead in Ohio. And God forbid if all of a sudden people start getting shot or something happens crazy. And careful, my friends, if you go out and protest for whatever reason, and it's in your city or town or town hall, whatever, be cognizant. Say a prayer, a meditation, get inside of yourself and ask yourself, is this the right thing to do? And at the same time also, and I'm seeing this more and more, Chris, children are being taken to these protests. Children are being given signs. Children are being asked to be associated with whatever philosophy is going on. Children. Pretty crazy, my friend.
Yeah, it sure is.
Seek a higher truth. That's what this Sagittarius full moon is about. That's what this time is about right now. Seek a higher truth. Be around people of like mind and like hearts who speak about peace, who speak and come from a place of peace. The protests bring to mind theories of social psychology. People do things in a crowd that would not do on their own. Correct. Yes. Yes. And I've taken all the psychology classes. I'm a psychologist, so I understand and know about psychology. Correct. People like to follow other people and what they do and what they say. And it takes a lot. It takes a lot of courage. And that's where also this moon is all about, being fearless. You telling your friends, you know what? Why are you protesting? Who are you protesting? What are you doing? You can get hurt. Be aware. Be the shaman. Be the oracle. Connect with your higher power, your higher self. We're in 2025, that 9, one with higher mind, one with God consciousness. Connect with that. Careful of being the one who is there for a sacrifice. Yes, Chris?
Well, the thing though is that I totally agree with what you're saying. People will jump on the bandwagon in a crowd just to cause chaos and mischief and have disruption. What's sad though is that if they really cared about what they want, the way they're handling things is not their appropriate way.
Yes, on both sides.
You're destroying your own town, you're destroying your own city, your own streets for what?
On both sides. On both sides. The government as well as the people. It takes 2 to tango. It takes 2 to tango. And it seems like this tango is going a little bit awkward. And there's no one or nobody that is like the Martin Luther King of our day.
Right.
Or a Robert F. Kennedy of the day, or someone who just steps in and says, hey, let's talk about this. What are we doing? You guys and you guys. Let's bring some sort of a solution here because people are going to get hurt. And we have other things to do rather than this. We have life. We have family. We have children. We have an education to work with. We got schooling. It's interesting that this happens when things start getting nice weather and people sort of like go, you know what? Let's go and create some problems.
Right.
We have nothing better to do. Oh, it's hot. And I feel hot. Well, the only way I can get rid of this heat if I go out and scream and yell and destroy something. That'll make me feel better. And it's exactly what the astrology is. It's exactly what the numerology is. In the astrology, it talks about inspiration, enthusiasm. It talks about an exchange taking place. It talks about being courageous, being fearless, or being reckless, being flaky. Yes, hot town, summer in the city. And that's when, unfortunately, that's when the riots happen. And now where every other block has a dispensary where you can get your, and of course, this is for entertainment purposes only. Right, Chris?
Right.
Where you can get your Monsanto, Bayer chemicals in your, call it CBDs. Is that what it is? CBDs?
Yes, sir.
Or in your marijuana, or in whatever it is that you go there for, you think it's organic? Do you think those chemicals and those things that you're getting, you don't think it's going to possibly alter your mind or your physicality? Wake up, my friend. Share this information with others. If you're walking and someone says, you know what, let's stop off at the dispensary. Why? Why? For what? Oh, I got to relax. So there's other ways of relaxing. Go to nature, right? Go on a tour with Chris Grizzly and go and look for Bigfoot.
That's right. Absolutely.
What's this with cat pee? I know cat pee is, it's good not to have mice and rats in your apartment, but I didn't catch all of that. Okay. All right. Protection is very important at this time. The 11 is light, the light energy field. Again, go to Julian Tesla meditation, 11 minutes. It's on YouTube. It creates a Tesla field, an electromagnetic energy field within and around you. A very powerful meditation. People deserve to understand and know how to protect themselves, how to protect their field. We're learning more and more about this field of electromagnetic energy within and around us. Yes, Scott. Salt Fort State Park to see grizzly. Yes. Yes. Chris is very rested and refreshed. That's what agelessness does.
Stress kills.
The agelessness factor. When we don't worry about age, we realize we're ageless in this play of consciousness that's taking place. Again, we need chaos. We need this sense of danger. We need this duality in order to sell newspapers and watch all of the news programs and everything else. So we're occupied with that instead of realizing we have things to do rather than being occupied in this dance that has been taking place since the cavemen and cave women. It's just taking you away from your purpose. It's giving you something to do when you don't have nothing to do, or you think you don't have anything to do. Is that right, Chris?
Right, absolutely.
So overcome this confusion. Overcome this deception. Because as we go into July and August, and when it's summery, people are more prone to escape. And I'm not talking about going to Miami or going to Europe or going to another country. I'm talking about the dispensaries, or I'm talking about the liquor stores. And it's called liquor and spirits. Think
Right.
about that. Liquor and spirits. Why would a liquor store call themselves liquor and spirits? Because there's spirits in the liquor. Hello? I mean, it's like hitting us in the head. Meditation, prayer, that's what will dissolve the confusion, the deception, the addiction. Be more responsible in this 6. The 6 is family. That's what we are in June. The June energy is family. It's your beloved. It's taking care of someone else. Or you being open for them to take care of you. It's the mouth. It's the voice. It's the stomach. What is it that you're putting into your body? Organic, hopefully. Be more aware and responsible of your actions. Because, as we said in the very beginning, it's very easy to become part of that social dance, taking away who we are because we have to follow the paradigm of our family, our friends, our culture, our customs, our society, rather than stepping out and saying, hey, where's the peace here? Why are we doing this? For what reason? Why are you looting? Why are you stealing? Yes?
Right. No, absolutely. It's anytime that you have chaos like that in a community, people feel that they have to do what they are doing right now in LA to prove a point. It's not proving a point. So,
And it's in LA. It already started here in New York, slowly, as I said, this afternoon. And the people who are backing this, we're not going to name names, I'll just give the initials GS, who also backed years ago all of the riots and peaceful demonstrations and looting that was taking place.
It's pretty sad. It really is.
And what these people really want, because they're connected with other groups, they wish for the downfall of your state, your city, this country. And that's when things get really crazy.
Right. Absolutely.
Because that's when there's lawlessness and no rules and no regulation. And there won't be any time to seek a higher truth because you'll be too occupied with GS and his friends and his own apostles and his own soldiers and his own people.
It's sad. It is. And the American people will foot the bill. American people will say what they want to say about the incidents that's unfolding in LA, and it's just a pile of garbage. So
it's already taking place, because when you have a party in the government of a state like LA already talking against the main government and the people involved, you already have dislocation. You already have wordplay. You already have confusion setting in. You already have people's minds being altered. You already have people taking sides. You already have all this and more. And again, where's your purpose? Is this what you've been born to do? To play this game between parties, between governments, between all of this? I'll be in the woods hanging out with our tall friends.
right, isn't that the truth?
I hope your tall friends are not going to be experimenting on you.
I think it's the other way around. I think the government's experimenting on them. So it's just so unruly what's going on, and it's so disrespectful too about everything.
I've had some tall friends over 20 years ago. It was a tall person who appeared from the door that opened from a UFO. And when I was staring at this tall being, long arms, a big head, slit eyes, nose, and a mouth, and they were sort of like to the side like this, and they had in their hand a uniform for me to wear. And in the uniform for me to wear, they were looking at me, and there was a strong electromagnetic energy pull coming from this ship that was there. And it said, "Welcome, come aboard." Welcome, come aboard. I'm putting light over myself. I'm saying the mantra Om Namah Shivaya, which means I bow to Shiva, to the light within my heart. Very powerful mantra of Hinduism. I took one step and that energy became so intense as I'm looking at that being with the suit. And as I'm looking at the being in the suit and I'm putting light over myself and I'm putting more and more light and I'm praying to God for protection, I'm looking at the being and all of a sudden I see big cylinders with a liquid and a person hanging out in it. And then I see others. I see it all of a sudden, then I see a table with a surgical apparatus, lights over this table. And the next thing, Chris, I'm seeing the words abduction. I'm seeing the words experimentation. I'm seeing all this and more. And that's when I stopped and I said 3 times, I am of love, light, and of God. I am of love, light, and of God. I am of love, light, and of God. If I go with you, will you take me back? If I go with you, will I come back? If I go with you, will I come back? And the being that was over 7 foot, 8 feet tall, whitish gray, tall being, telepathically said, we will bring you back after the great transformation. And I looked at the being, I looked at the craft, and I said, I am of love, light, and of God. I am of love, light, and of God. I am of love, light, and of God. I have things to do here on Mother Earth, and I do not wish to go with you at this time. I am of love, light, and of God. I am of love, light, and of God. I am of love, light, and God. The being stepped out, stepped back, door closed, and the ship took off.
Wow.
I kind of was shocked. And I started praying and going, God, what just happened? What's going on here? What's happening? And I started writing, because at that time I started doing some automatic writing. And it's being written down, the fact, and also in my head at the same time, you're safe. But if you would have gone, you would have been one of many who just disappear and are abducted.
Right. That's the truth.
I shared that story with a man called J.J. Hurtak, who wrote a book called The Keys of Enoch. And he told me that the mantra, Om Namah Shivaya, is one of the most powerful mantras of safety and protection in all mantras, all of Hinduism, all the mantras all together. And that there have been people who have been abducted who have seen that mantra written out. And by saying it, they were safe. It happened in the 80s for me. So, careful of tall. It all happened because someone brought up the tall people. Careful of tall people. Right. And the reason why I said it 3 times, my friend, is because when you say things 3 times, then it's the Trinity. And within the Trinity, the truth needs to be told. needs to be told. I did not go on that craft. I've been on other crafts. That's for next week or weeks ahead. We'll talk about those experiences. I also want to hear about your experiences, my friend.
Oh, interesting.
But at the same time, what's important is this: meditate, pray, do whatever you can to align yourself in this time. Careful of judging this side or that side and these people and those people and whatever's going on. Come from a place of peace, alignment, equipoise. I love that word, equipoise, which is the balance, the equilibrium, the harmony between your heart, mind, and spirit. We're in the 9 of 2025. We're in June, which is a 6. Take the 6 upside down, you have the 9. Equipoise, EQUIPOISE. Very good, Amy. Thank you. Equipoise. It's a beautiful word, a powerful word. And that's what we deserve to embrace in 2025, in June of 2025, as we move towards this strawberry full moon, as we also move ahead, knowing and understanding, careful of any crafts on any levels.
Isn't that the truth?
Because some of them are crafty. Some of them are also there to play games with you, to experiment with you, to do whatever they want with you if you're not aware of how to protect yourself. Children especially, because children are very vulnerable. They're very sensitive, sensorial. They're very open to all of this and more. Talk to your children. Ask them about their dreams. Learn the language of dreams at this time. This will help not only in your way, your guidance, your way of associating with yourself, but also your children or the people around you. The dreams are messages, especially at this time, from the deeper realms of our inner being, our consciousness, that of the divine, communicating with us, guiding us in their language to what is happening and what is pre-programmed to happen in our lives. We have choice, my friend. Choose equipoise. Choose equipoise.
Awesome. Well, thank you, kind sir. It's been great. Another hour gone.
Another hour gone in equipoise, in light, in this time of being the explorer, the pioneer, being that of reknowing the oracle that we are. We are the Jedi. If you don't understand what that is, go and see Star Wars.
Right.
And get in touch with what the Jedis were and who they are in George Lucas's mind. Yes? He read the Bible. He read the Bhagavad Gita. He read all the sacred texts and everything to put together this tale. But is this tale his imagination? Or is it something that he connected with through a Stargate that he went to into another universe? And I'm really connecting with that show, Stargate. I've never seen that show, Stargate, Chris. Have you?
I've seen parts of it.
I've never seen it. And I'm becoming religiously connected with this program because it has everything from clones to abductions to everything that's happening. It's right there in a show that was given to us in the 90s. And we can talk next week or so about Stargates. And one of the reasons possibly why we went into Iraq, because, Saddam Hussein was building an amusement park that he was acknowledging Stargates. Have you heard about that?
Yeah, I can't wait to talk about it next week.
We will. We will. So, my friends, please connect with me, text me. I'm here for you, of service in any which way. Let's talk, let's text, let's email. All the information is here. I don't see it. So, it is Instagram. It is Soul Magic, SOLMAGIK. Yes, Soul Magic. On Facebook, Julian Michael. On LinkedIn, Julian Michael. There you go. Even on TikTok, Julian Michael 89. On X. And there was a beautiful, beautiful experience with Elon Musk's son, who's 5 years old. Did you connect with that, Chris?
No, I did not.
Very powerful. The little kid's 5 years old. He's talking about God. He's talking about higher spirit. I saw this on YouTube yesterday. Tears came to my eyes because the little kid, his name is X. Why not?
Right.
And X is the 24th letter of the alphabet. Look at the X, 4 V's. It's all about higher vibration of love. He's talking about Jesus Christ. He's talking about God. He's talking about higher spirit. He's talking about the fact that his father is building spaceships to reach the heavens. He's 5 years old, and this kid stopped everyone that was part of this TV show. He was also on Good Morning America as well. The kid, maybe he needs to come to LA and be the one who's going to bring peace. Elon Musk's 5-year-old. Why not, Chris? Blessings. Great show, as always.
And don't forget, we got a show coming up tonight at 9. Tune in. And from coast to coast around the world. We'll see you guys. Bye-bye.
Blessings.